Good morning, everyone. I just thought I'd all reach out to you before the weekend. Oh man, been one week again. So weather's been kind of crazy here, and then I was having some cute computer difficulties. So I'm finally up and running to get you guys a video. So I didn't get the meal prep or the grocery buys that I wanted to get to show you guys, but it doesn't matter. We'll start out with a talk today on how to start maybe planning for your keto weight loss. But the big thing I wanted to talk about before you even start dieting, now that you've got some of your goals figured out, what I learned for myself when I first dropped a lot of my weight, when I dropped like 40 some pounds, is I realized is I was no different of a person. I was smaller, but I had trouble even viewing myself that way because I was so focused on weight loss and not being healthy and being happy with who I am that it didn't really feel that rewarding. Like I thought I'd be just like stoked because I couldn't even seem to drop, 5 pounds, let alone 10. Then to lose 40, I thought I would feel on top of the world. And in some ways I did. It was really nice to go to the store and be like, where I was in like a size 13, 14 to like try on like a 10. And I was like, what? No way, that can't be right. That was a really good feeling of thinking of myself bigger and then fitting into smaller sizes. And I realized that I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I just wasn't feeling like I was all there, like I was setting good things, but I still wasn't really changing on the inside. And that's when I thought, you know what, I need to just start doing this for me. I need to be healthy. I don't need to do this to be skinny or for other people to think I am skinny or to be prettier, whatever it is. That I had to learn that I was already pretty enough. I was already a good, nice person. The only thing that was different is I wanted to change my weight a little bit. I just wanted to look in the mirror and be happy with who I am. And as I started to change my decisions for food and how I was eating for health, I wasn't eating just to get as much food as I could get in. I wasn't eating just to try and eat as little as I could. And those are all things I'd done in the past. I was like, if I'm on a diet, I want to eat as much as I can while within my diet. And then, sometimes I'd end up going over. Then other times, and it was just to get in the foods I wanted. It wasn't because I wasn't full. That was not the problem, is that I just couldn't stop eating. And then to kind of punish myself for that, I thought, well, now we're going to try and eat as little as I can in a day. And I just wasn't concerned about being healthy and happy. And so I was kind of constantly weighing everything every day. And it became very taxing that it almost made me want to stop because I didn't like how rigid and anxious I had become about picking out food and almost making me think more about it rather than less. So once I started thinking, I just want to be healthy. I just want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. Once I started on that bandwagon, that's when things really started to change for me. I started just, taking my time to pick healthier proteins, to not buy processed things, to maybe challenge myself not to buy the low-carb tortillas, to maybe not do some of this. Now, that's not saying I don't have them on occasion. I definitely do, and there's a time and place for treats. But I wasn't making them part of my daily thing. I wasn't trying to fit in bread as best I could because I really didn't want to give it up. Instead, I just started making healthier decisions. Like, do I need to put sweetener in my coffee every day? Maybe I don't. And it wasn't like it was a conscious thing. I just took where I was and tried to take the next step. Like starting out, I had a lot of processed, treats, a lot of Atkins treats, Atkins bars, protein shakes. And I thought, maybe I could switch this over to eggs a little bit. Oh, my coffee, I've been putting like 2 or 3, like stevia packets in there. Let's go down to 2 packets and then 1 packet and then eventually to none. And I just started a progression wherever I was. It doesn't matter. That's why everything's going to be different for you. But just making those progressions. And then I didn't really have to think about it anymore. I was just, come lunchtime, like, I could eat an avocado or I could do mayo. Like, maybe I'm going to do avocado. It's less processed. And, yes, I love mayo, but, maybe I could try it this way. And not that mayo's bad either. Just, making some different decisions because I'm like, well, if I'm going to be using, some other sweetener or something for dinner, then I want to use less processed throughout the day. Just making little healthy decisions for you. And it doesn't even have to be that. It's whatever you feel is healthier. Maybe it's even finding 10 minutes a day just to start moving a little extra. Maybe you need to start doing some yoga or some squats, some lunges, some push-ups. And that's all you need to do is just take the next step of doing some extra movement. Maybe you circle, the grocery store, or just go shopping without, buying a bunch, as long as you're not into that. But going and taking yourself for a walk around the mall just to get out because it's cold and you don't want to be outside, but you need exercise and maybe you hate the gym. So just finding some different things to go do that allow you to move more and to just be a little bit healthier you. That's all you really need to do is, you don't need to have this ideal goal of being perfect, but you do need to take the next step for you. And that's where I think it starts. Now, since I missed it this week, I think next week we'll go over meal prep. We'll go over meals, and now I don't really need to meal prep as much anymore because I know what I'm cooking. I know my schedules. I know everything. But I do always have food very planned out and thought about. And also shopping and budgeting is pretty much to a point because I've been doing this for like a year and a half now. So just keep starting. Just don't get mad at yourself. Don't get discouraged. Maybe if you were starting, every week, you fell off the diet and binged. Maybe the next time is just to not binge, or maybe to just stay all keto and to not cheat, not to go eat the jelly beans or the chips or whatever you cheated on, to be like, no, this time I'm not going to do it. Or, if you did like 3 pieces of like some candy and you're like, dang it, try and drop it down to just 1 maybe if you can't fully get rid of it. Getting rid of it fully is obviously the better option. But like I said, just taking the next step for you, or instead of doing the chocolate, switch it out for something keto friendly. Try to make those decisions. As I did that, I'd be like, I'm craving French fries so bad. And then I learned how to make rutabaga fries and turnip fries and jicama and different things to get rid of those cravings instead of giving into the actual craving. Learning how to make a keto crusted pizza when I was craving pizza so that I could help my body not deny myself pizza, but to get it, to learn how to make a protein mug cake. So that way I could have dessert when I really wanted it. And just learning to make a couple transitions, and no one expects you to be perfect. So after you mess up saying, oh, okay, what could I have done to make that better? Okay, this is what I needed to do. So start there, guys. I hope that helps you through the weekend and that you guys stay on track and you're ready to go Monday.